YouTube, what is going on? PPS here, YouTube play of the daytime for the 4th of April. Two spots for today's slate. Huge slate. Pretty sure almost every team is in action today. We have mixes of aces with fifth starters with some dudes you've never heard of. So full action. Absolutely love seeing these types of slates here. And yeah, I'm really excited to get after it again. Yesterday made us sweat a little bit, right? We can't have first inning winners every time. We can't have 0-0 unders every time. So the Astros gave us a little sweat there. It was less of a sweat than if we would have bet the full game team total, which was 4.5. We would have bet that. We would have been sitting on the edge of our seats with 2 outs in the 9th inning with Jose Abreu coming up and hitting a line drive off the wall to get that double there. So I'm pumped. After yesterday's winner there, we move up to 5-1, 3.98 units profit, all for free, all for you guys here over on YouTube, all of you subscribers that continue to support me over here, hitting that like button. I really appreciate all of you. And I look forward to getting some today, right? We got 2 spots, and let's get it started here. So Phillies, first 5 over 4.5. These guys are in Yankee Stadium today. And obviously 70 degrees at first pitch. Should be a really nice day out there. This is not a sign of something you really want as a pitcher, right? Just because this is going to be a very nice ballpark to hit in right now. Looking at the starters here of today's game, we have Matt Strahm, who is not a starter. And we have Domingo how I feel about this matchup here for him, right? You're bringing in a lefty relief guy against a team that is hitting the ball extremely well, right? 8-1 win last night for the Yankees here. The Phillies are the only winless team as of right now. The Yankees put up 8 on them yesterday. Rizzo, 2-run homer. We had Gleyber Torres go crazy. And now we have the Yankees facing off against the lefty to start this game. I don't know who they're going to bring in after, to be honest. I haven't read anything specific who's going to be that long relief guy. And if they let Strahm go, because he has started a few games for the Padres in the past, I do expect them to get a hold of him, right? I don't expect him to just go out and mow down this Yankee lineup, right? The Yankees putting the ball up in the air, Judge, will probably get out today. It's going to be a really nice day out there. And even on the other side, right, Domingo Germán, one thing I did want to talk about was just how slow he has started seasons. And I understand if you want to look at his full metrics, they're not terrible. But last year, right, he had 8 innings in the his first month coming back, right? He had his injury. He had an 8.22 ERA and 7 2/3 innings pitched in the month of July when he first came back there. Really struggled with the home run ball, and I expect to see that again this year. I don't see him being able to go through these guys as well, right? You got Trey Turner, Real Muto. This lineup is deep. And I understand they've been losing these games, but I mean, the Rangers are a team that we were looking out for. They added a ton of new pieces. Obviously, had DeGrom in there, and along with a much reamped pitching staff, Eovaldi, right? It's a good team. And now you go to the Bronx, right? Not the greatest start to the season scheduling wise, but this team will be fine, right? They have great offense. Trey Turner at the top. Can't really get much better than that, right? Trey Turner is an absolute beast. And I think this is the game that they turn it up a little bit. I think this is the game that we're going to start to see some runs here, especially now that it's getting nice outside, especially since you're kind of pissed, right? Your own 4, right? You haven't been able to do much. Their pitching hasn't really helped them much, allowing outside of that Rangers game where they lost 2-1, 16, 11, and 8 runs. Obviously great for the over. But yeah, I can't get away from Germán's numbers here. Even just looking at last year, fly ball combined with line drive rate was about 50%. And yeah, like I said, if we're going to have this weather, if we're going to have a good solid team, Real Muto, all these other dudes in here that have been swinging the bat well, swinging fine, even Alec Bohm started off the season well, we're going to see some balls flying out of this ballpark. And I think that this is a game that I really do want to target in a DFS lineup here today. A lot of pull side percentage, right? 45% of his pitches are pulled. If we have lefties here, right, for Germán, we're going to, like Derek Hall might be a player that I go for Dinger Tuesday. That might be a spot I look at just because he gives up those pulled balls in the air, and I want to go to this game, right? Because it's going to be a nice spot. So love that spot. First 5 over 4.5. Second play, Alex Verdugo, absolute wagon, man. I love this guy so far, sitting in that number 1 hole for the Red Sox. And Max Scherzer. This is my favorite play of the day, at least so far. I don't want to play it for 1.5, obviously, because it's still early in the season. Probably won't play many 1.5s for a while unless it's like a VIP player or anything like that. So Verdugo hit in every single game this year. He's got a 421 batting average, 1134 OPS, absolutely raking. And I expect to see this happen a lot at home here, right? He's got a big porch out there. He's got the short one and right. Absolutely love him today. He's probably one of my favorite guys, going to be probably in quite a few different spots for getting a hit. Facing off against Ronzi Contreras. Obviously a very heavy walk guy. But when you're at the top of this order, you got Yoshida hitting a homer yesterday. You got Duvall there. You got Devers straight behind. You can't walk him. You cannot walk Verdugo. You walk Verdugo, you are going to be giving up at least 5 runs here. So I'm going to be attacking this game. Those are probably my 2 favorite games to stack. I probably will be doing that. Had a nice DFS win last night. Stacking against my boy Fade Barrios. Very, very nice to win that one. And then we go over to Scherzer, dude. I'm a Brewers fan, right? You guys know this. He is going to mow us, dude. He's going to mow us down. Confidence is way too sky high after yesterday. Going for 10 runs. Scherzer is going to mow us down. It is not even going to be close. If he goes through the lineup 3 times, Adames will have 2 Ks. Tellez will have 3 Ks. This is Yelich will strike out. This is going to be bad, right? And just looking at his past history versus the Brewers, last 3 outings, going back to 2019 when he was back with the Nationals, 10 Ks, 10 Ks, 9 Ks. Yeah, dude. What do you? I don't even want to even think about how bad this game is going to look tonight. Hopefully the Brewers can keep it close. That's really all I'm hoping for. I really wish it was him throwing up against Corbin Burns. That would have been fun, but we got Scherzer versus Wade Miley. This is going to be a tough one for the crew, dude. And Scherzer getting 7 Ks with the amount of stuff he has. He ended up getting 6 in his last outing, but I mean, we're not going to see the walks that we saw from Scherzer here, right? He had a 9.1% walk rate in that first matchup. Dude's been sitting at 4-5 for most of his career. I don't think it's anything too crazy here to think that he is just going to go out and go through the crew here. And that's me as a Brewers fan saying this to you. So unfortunately, I have to talk about that. But one thing I do want to try to get to here so far this year, I haven't done any Dinger Tuesday spots, but I do want to make sure I get to one today, just because it is Tuesday, right? I did kind of mention him already, and I'm going to be going to, this is all FanDuel exclusive. So my Dinger Tuesday pick is going to be Derek Hall, plus 450. Again, I talked about Domingo Germán throwing that curveball, very high rate. I like that short portion, right? 45% pull ball rate. If we get to see Derek Hall pull one of these, I think we're going to be in for it, right? We're going to be in for one here. So obviously you could go Schwarber. I think that's obviously a great spot as well, but he's only plus 250. We're not playing around with that. So we have Derek Hall right here for plus 440. Somebody hit it. Plus 440 here for Derek Hall. And here's the Scherzer Verdugo line at minus 110. And then obviously if you want to go here for Derek Hall there, plus 440. Really like that one. We hit the plus 850 last night, and my boy Yoshida do really like that spot as well. I also really like this game, the Atlanta Braves St. Louis game, for some homers there as well. But too many spots. Can't give out that many, obviously. Only want to keep this video under 10 minutes. So, again, sitting at a 5-1 record, 3.98 units, plays for today. Phillies, first 5 over 4.5. And Verdugo, Max Scherzer. Verdugo to get a hit. Max Scherzer, 7 strikeouts tonight. And then my home run pick for today, plus 450 on Derek Hall here. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck. Hopefully you guys have been tailing and making some money with me. Hit that like button on your way out. And, yeah, let's cash in on another